adopted Karina from the Haunted Dollhouse
and
taken her to Hartley Methodist Church in South Australia, which is one of the inspirations for a forthcoming book that I'm working on, and I love it. And the reason I love it so much is because it was built by a woman who actually had power and land in the mid-1800s in Australia, even though she was married. Her husband was not the one who called the shots, which I think is just awesome.
Definitely.
We're covered in flies. I don't know how long we'll be.
Sitting on a couple of tires.
And Karina wouldn't let me not hold up this because it's my book that's coming out on Tuesday, which is the 5th book in my series, The Corner of Her Eye, which is Australian ghost stories rooted in real Australian history. And I've only got one book coming next in the series, so book 5 and then just one to go, so it's close.
Which is pretty exciting.
But also I wanted Karina to open up a gift because, I don't know, people who've seen a few might know that I love to find creepy old things and give them to Karina instead of having to hold on to them myself.
Yep, JJ is pretty good at giving me demons.
I didn't think this was a demon to start with, but I did an investigation which was over on my channel, JJ Carpenter Author. No, it's only on Instagram, this one, because I did it as a live stream. You have to go follow me on Instagram. But I can't open it.
Oh, I saw a little bit.
So essentially I went to a salvage, and the salvage does have people donate things, but they also pick up stuff that have been thrown away in the trash that they think that they can sell. And so this is the story of this one, is that somebody obviously tried to throw it away, even though it's in excellent condition. Didn't give it to a thrift shop, just threw it doesn't like to be called her.
Is that because it's a demon? Potential demon?
It said it didn't have a gender. It didn't really have a concept of gender. I can't remember the name. I think they settled on Clarence. Gonna open it. So we don't have a lot of history on this one.
Okay. There are so many flies out here.
Yeah, it won't be much of a live stream. We're gonna be eaten alive.
Hopefully it's not on the side because I'm not sure if it's working. Oh gosh. She's very haunting. I love her, but I'm unsure of her.
Them. Them. They like to be they, them.
It looks like a typical female doll, but
I know.
which is why I said her, I guess. But
I was constantly apologising in my live stream for calling the doll her.
I better say sorry because I don't want any more happenings going on in my home like after when Harold the doll came out that time.
It's beautiful though. It's so pale.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
Oh, I've got to remember to grab my REM pod, which I'll put up in the church.
Oh, isn't that in my bag?
No. Yeah, you hold on to this and I'll go get it and see if they say anything.
Maybe I'll show you where we are actually. Okay, so I'm just going to walk around the building where we are. Hey.
It is that gate that's opening and closing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite loud before.
Oh,
What? Is there something on my
it's
butt?
going off. Look at that.
Thank you for the demon, JJ.
You're very welcome.
What is this, the third one?
Yes. They really liked the REM pod last time too. Wow. It's still going. Really
Yeah, that's
hard.
going crazy.
I'll just make sure it's not broken. Hang on. Oh, that's it. Right?
Like try turning it off and back on again.
Yeah. Oh, this is fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. And then over here. You just had a lot to say today.
Has much happened in your house since you got it?
George has seen a white shape
A white shape. Whereabouts?
moving outside the window, and we haven't had them in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's good that he didn't see it inside the house.
Can't stay, sorry.
Did you want to show us around here, JJ?
Yes. So I don't know much about the history yet, but I'm finding out. There's not a lot online. I'm going to have to go see if I can find the old church records or go to the local library history section. So for example, I can't tell you why there are tyres here.
Oh, look.
And the EMF stopped going too.
That's actually quite rare.
Yeah.
Just as we start
and the
walking
EMF
away.
comes up and down as you get closer because obviously they're happy that they don't like being ignored.
Yeah, exactly. It was just as we started walking away.
So the church was built in the 1800s.
And again.
Don't leave me.
Hmm.
Show me off.
That's really interesting. Oh wow, that's going crazy.
And if we come back, will it stop? No. And the EMF goes back up and down too when we come back. And now it's not just staying constant, it's literally going up and down.
Yeah.
Now the phone might be doing that though.
I think it was doing it while we were pretty
yeah.
far away though.
Yeah, but if you stand back, the phone, like
Okay.
when you came up close to the phone, it started going constant, but when you're standing back, it's going up and down. All right, let's see if it goes off and we walk away again and I start talking about the church. It did!
Oh, Jesus.
They really don't want me to talk about this church. I'm going to keep talking about it and see if the REM pod does anything more.
Good idea.
Oh, that went off. The land was gifted to the Methodist Church by Sarah Cross of the Bremer. She was a landowning lady in the mid-1800s. And what I love about that is people are like, oh, she must have been a widow. But no, she was married and she still had all of this wealth, land and power. And she gifted the land so that this church could be built and she could be buried here. And her husband died before her, the goal of the man. And she said, I'm not letting him be the first one buried here. That's my honour. And she buried him in an unmarked grave along the river. So I love her a lot. Mad respect for this woman. And we came here earlier before the live because she is buried here. She was the first. And we used the dowsing rods. I'll see if she'll do it.
It's going off again.
Let's see if she'll do it again. So I'm not talking to Clarence right now. I want to see if Sarah is still willing to talk. Yes. I think Sarah's very excited by what we did. Just came here and I knew her grave was here and she'd pointed it out before. And I said, can you please point to your grave for me? There we go. And so I followed the pointing. And I'd stop if it was waving around. I'm like, can you re-point for me? There we go. And so we followed it. Still going. All the way down. Stand in the shade.
Good idea. It's
But-
actually quite warm.
Sarah, can you point to your grave? Right there. And so she pointed out the grave and said she wanted us to do something here. I said, do you want us to pray? She said no. And then that's when I had the idea. Well, she wanted to be the first one buried here. She wanted to be memorialised and then her tombstone was removed. So we've made her a little tombstone. And she's very, very happy about that. And I think she'll be very happy that all of you are remembering Sarah Cross of the Bremer, who was a lovely, strong feminist woman in the 1800s, one of Australia's first feminists, maybe. Do you like us calling you one of Australia's first feminists? Yes. And she's going, I'm writing a novella right now, but the next novel, full-length novel I write, has got some inspiration from this church and Sarah, oh here we go, Sarah Cross of the Bremer. I think she's excited. Because I asked Sarah, would you like that story to be partly inspired by you? Can you answer? Yes. And I asked her, can you answer these questions too for everyone? I said, do you want to be the good character? She said no. And I said, do you want to be the villain? Yes. She wants to be the villain. And I said, were you considered a villain in your time? And here we go, yes. The answer was yes. So I think she's quite excited. I'm going to come back here a lot to talk to Sarah as I'm writing this novel. She can answer some questions about how she was, how the time was like, what her husband was like. But she
I'm so excited.
All of my books are grounded in some real Australian history. One of the things I love to do is find personal histories, and most of the time they have a lot of holes in them, and then I have creative liberty as well. But I capture people's personal histories that the mainstream don't care about, or that even at times the mainstream will bury. Like they would have with Sarah, because she was a strong woman when she was in a time where strong women were frowned upon. And I like to bring them back to life for all of us so we don't forget. That's what I do. Do you like that, Sarah? Yeah.
I think she's really happy.
Would you like me to dedicate the novel to you? How did you dedicate the novel to you? Do you want me to dedicate it to Sarah Cross of the Bremer? Yes. So not to just Sarah Cross. No.
There's so many flies, so much wind.
I only know when you died, so I need to find more information about you. Shall we escape the flies?
I think we're going to have to.
The REM pods are good. I tried and
Well, at least it's dry. It could be worse.
This is rough. This is processed, definitely processed rough.
Jesus.
Even Black Clarence is quite interesting for you.
Oh, I love Clarence. I'm a bit nervous. It's heavily active already. I'm just going to have a quick look in here. Hope there's no snakes. There is so many tyres. That's a crazy amount of tyres.
I know, I wish I knew what over here. The REM pod was going off again.
Was it?
No, it's going off again.
Still?
Yeah.
Hey? Do you know, since I was at the back of the church, when we were walking around the back before,
Yeah.
and I could be wrong, but I'd be very curious to know if there were satanic groups that used to come out here years ago.
I wouldn't be
Because-
surprised because there's a pentagram carved on the inside of the church.
This has a very strong energy, and I was over that spot over there. It's just something that I was feeling.
I can ask Sarah.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't be actually work
And-
really well with the storyline I'm putting together for this book.
Really?
Yeah. Whoa, don't fall over backwards.
Please don't.
Sarah, are you still here? Are you aware of the presence that's in the door?
Maybe it's that.
You're aware of that presence? Its name is Clarence? No. Clarence is what it wants us to call it, but it's got a different name? Okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Sarah. Does it like that we're talking to you? No. It kept on putting the REM pod off and we walked away. I did have a question, and I'm wondering, I thought the pentagram might be for Judaism, but maybe I'll count how many sides, how many points it has. We were wondering if certain groups used to come here to perform rituals. Yes.
Okay.
And did they do it at which side of the church did they do it on?
That's where I was standing when I picked up on it.
So was the pentagram carved into the church to do those rituals? Is that why you didn't like it? Are you Christian? I didn't think so. That's what you think is right. But you don't.
Oh.
How do you feel about the devil? Everything's going crazy.
It
It's the middle
is.
of the day.
Yeah.
Sarah, is it okay that we keep talking? I know this. Yes. I know this is getting a bit heavy. Is Clarence trying to come through as well? Yeah. I just want to talk to Sarah with my rods, okay? Clarence, which is what we'll call you for now, even though that's probably not your name. You can use the what I love about doing this. Were the rituals to do with the devil? Yes. Were they only to do with the devil? No, I didn't think so. There were groups here who were calling to Satan. Yes, it's a little yes, but to someone else as well. Yes. Interesting. Does Clarence know anything about that? Yes. Is Clarence a demonic doll? Yes.
I'm also picking up on a baby as well,
Yeah,
which is
demonic
quite
in the
strong.
sense of heaven and hell? No. I do think that there must be more than one type of what we would call a demonic entity, than just the black and white heaven hell Christian atheist satanic worshipper.
The baby could be with the other doll that you gave me.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Sarah, can you pick up on the other doll? Is the baby a human entity? Yes. Has the baby got something to do with how Clarence became attached to the doll? Was Clarence attached to the doll before the baby? Did Clarence come for the baby? Is the baby okay? No yes or no answer. Not okay or yeah. Wow, it's going crazy. I'm getting eaten alive by flies. I know we're getting lots of activity. Well, I also can't see because my sheepdog is lit.
Would you like me to do your hair? Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Free massage as well. Do you want my hair clip? You go. Hang on, I'll hold your hair.
Sarah, I'm going to say goodbye, okay? Alright, bye Sarah. I'm going to wave. Thank you, Sarah. Bye. That is insane.
It's a fascinating place. But
Yeah.
the energy is really strong.
I wonder if Clarence is amplifying some things today.
Yeah, I wonder as well. That's
What's
insane.
their real name?
I see what you mean when you said just as as the other one, Amanda.
There are some that you just know are haunted, and there are others that you can sort of pick up there's some energy. But
You knew straight away? Could you feel the energy at your house?
I kept it out.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, and I've actually got lots of protection around my house now. I've got using the bells, which is like the Greeks and those types of Mediterranean European cultures use bells to ward off, and some Southeast Asian cultures too. Actually, this is not something I like to do. Salt and bells.
Alright, well I guess we'll end it there then.
Yeah. And Clarence still doesn't want me to say it, but you'll probably have to see Clarence again another time.
Yeah, I might work with him tonight, I think. It's fascinating. Alright.
Clarence is saying goodbye as well.
Bye, Clarence.